Hey there, ho there.
Hi there.
I said, hey there, ho there. That's funny. I'm sometimes funny.
Sometimes.
It's Married with Channels podcast. My name is Moose.
And I'm Jody.
Yes, she is that.
Yep.
And we're a married couple, and we talk about some movies and TV shows, mostly TV shows.
Yep.
That's pretty exciting, right?
Yep.
I think so. So let's get into Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And talk about excited. You were like so excited to watch this. I don't know why.
Well, I don't think it's any secret that I'm a Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
I say that, and it's a little bittersweet over the years. But inherently, I am a Star Wars fan.
What made this one different for you, though? Like, something stand out in the trailer for you? Is it the character?
I think it's the character, and I think it's like, it's cool to see what Obi-Wan was doing the whole time. He was essentially watching over young Luke Skywalker on Tatooine. So I'm kind of curious as to,
Yep.
that whole story.
Okay.
And, I saw the trailer, and the trailer looked good. Look, they made the Boba Fett trailer look good, and we know how that turned out.
Sure.
But, yeah, so I was looking forward to, I like Ewan McGregor. I think he's, what's interesting is I was just thinking about this today. He's not very, you can't pigeonhole him. Like, he's done a lot of different stuff.
Sure.
Train Spotting. There's obviously the Star Wars stuff. He played Halston, the fashion designer from the 70s here recently.
Mm-hmm.
And, some other stuff. He played twins on the Fargo show.
Yep.
One season. Is he the world's best actor? No, I don't think so, but he's flexible.
Yeah, I think he's pretty decent.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I was looking forward to this. We watched the first 2 episodes. As of this recording, that's the only ones they've released. I think they come out on Wednesdays.
Making me wait.
Yeah, and I think overall, the first 2 episodes were good.
Yeah.
There's some problems. I don't know if I call them problems. Some bugs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But,
Are you going to start with yours, or are we going down that path, or did you have something else you wanted to say?
Let's start out positive.
All right, let's hear it.
I thought everything about this show, production-wise, was fantastic.
Yeah.
I was thinking how it looks better, production-wise, than the prequel movies.
Yeah.
And look, that was 20-some years ago.
Tech is advanced.
Almost 30. Yeah, the tech is advanced. I think, they obviously have the Disney money to budget to play with.
Sure.
They're not sparing any expense, it looks like.
Yeah.
I think they're really committed to making this a show that's, worthy of it. I think Ewan McGregor's great. I think the pacing's good. There's a little action. There's some intrigue going on. As my friend Dave said, they're building up to something. He's a bigger Star Wars fan than me, but I think, I'm curious to see where this goes. Do you have anything good to say?
I like the story. I like kind of where it's going. There's a couple things that I don't like about it, and we can get to that. But I'm a Star Wars fan, but not like you guys. Like, I did not like the prequels at all.
Yeah, I didn't care for them either.
Ugh, like painful. Like, I don't really even like that this kind of refers back to them sometimes, you know? So.
Well, they kind of have to.
I know.
Because those prequels end where this essentially 10 years later begins.
I know, but it's like, those should have been better. I don't know. Anyway, so, that kind of sours it a bit for me, but I do kind of like the story as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, the story's good. So to the negatives.
Yeah, you want to start with the number one that we both agree on?
Leia.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
She's supposed to be 10.
Yeah.
She's obviously played by a 6 or 7-year-old. I don't know. Maybe she's just short for her age.
I don't know, though.
I haven't looked up the actress.
You know how your kid kind of grows out of that little kid phase? Like, they have baby fat that goes away, and she kind of still has that. She it's like different when you're kind of 10. And
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, she's too short. It sounds too young. They have written it very well for her. Like, I like how she's kind of sassy and kind of wild child, independent streak to her. I love that character part. But yeah, it's just not cast. Like, that's not a 10-year-old. I don't get it.
Yeah, she checks all the boxes as far as Leia.
Yeah.
And how Leia's supposed to be, you know,
Sure.
kind of stubborn and adventurous and, you know, wild or whatever.
Yeah.
But the casting is just off. And look, maybe this girl came into the audition and just blew them away.
Maybe.
And good for her. Look, she's playing young Leia in the Star Wars canon. She's officially part of the Star Wars canon. Kudos to her.
Yeah.
I just think anytime there's something that kind of takes me out,
Yeah.
that bothers me a little bit.
Yeah.
And that kind of takes me out a little bit.
It doesn't. I can't stop focusing on that. Once I notice it, I can't not notice it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, she's supposed to be 10.
Now I want to look up the actress, see
Like,
how old she is.
I have a 10-year-old. I know what they talk like. I know. I know that they're getting kind of, you know, tall. And, I mean, mine is adventurous, stubborn, and sassy mouth too. But I don't know. It just, visually, that girl just doesn't look 10 to me. She still kind of has baby fat on her hands and her face and has that kind of cherub look about her, I guess.
Vivian Lyra Blair,
All right.
born in 2012. So she's 10.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What?
She's just short for age. Okay. We take it all back.
Right.
But I think,
I stand very corrected.
well,
but-
look, she's technically 10, but that doesn't mean she's like right for the role. Like, I think she looks and sounds like she's 6 or 7, and that's a fact.
Yeah.
It's also a fact that she's 10. I think, and this isn't a jab against her by any means. It's the casting process. I think they kind of failed a little bit. Again, good for her. Great for her. Good job.
Huh.
But I think,
Yeah. Interesting stuff.
I think they should have got somebody who looks 10.
Yeah.
Is that a minor quibble? Maybe. But another quibble that I have is the lady who plays Reva,
Oh, yeah.
the third sister.
Yep.
She's a little overacting here.
Yeah, I said that too. We agree on that one too. Yeah. Yeah, you know, she's the rogue nemesis.
Yeah.
And hunting down Obi-Wan, you know.
She's just too
Yeah.
one-dimensional, and I get it. She's on the dark side. But, you know, look, she plays an Inquisitor, and they are, for the most part, former Jedi who have now switched to the dark side to hunt Jedi.
Yeah.
So there's got to be some bit of good in her. It's just being kind of overshadowed by the dark side. I think the way you play that, if you're her, is you're kind of show me some moments where you feel maybe a little hesitant about hunting these Jedi, or like, you know, maybe I shouldn't be cornering Obi-Wan Kenobi, the great master Jedi.
I think too, like another kind of, and you know, they take some liberties. I get it, but another storyline with involving her really drove me crazy. Is that the big bad Inquisitor, the head dude,
Grand Inquisitor?
Yeah, like he was like, you keep trying to grab power here, and you keep messing it up, and you make one more mistake, and I'll kill you. Essentially, like threatening kind of her each time. And then she's allowed to repeat. And I'm like, how many chances would the Grand Inquisitor really give her? Like, I get it. You have to keep her around for the story, but he kept, like, the way they wrote it, he kept, like, kind of saying that. And that, you know, and then it's like just kind of a what's the word I'm trying to think of? Like, non-enforced threat. How about that?
Empty threat.
Empty threat. Thank you.
Yeah, I get it. But maybe there's a plan there.
Maybe.
I just think that Reva, I don't know, or I guess I got
Moses Ingram.
There we go. Just overdoing it a little bit. A little too, like, all it's missing is the mustache twirl, you know? Like, I'm going to get the Jedi.
Yeah.
I think there maybe needs to be a little more nuance in that character. I get the Grand Inquisitor is kind of like an asshole and kind of a meanie big bad.
Sure.
But I think if you're like the third sister, it's a weird mix, I think, of her need to play kind of cocky, ambitious, but also maybe a little trepidatious. You know, if not for just the sole reason that this is Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's like one of the greatest Jedi ever.
Sure.
And I need to watch my ass because he could whoop my butt.
But I think it's that self-assuredness that, she thinks she is on his equal level for some reason,
I get that.
Do you know what her beef is with him? Like,
no, well, towards the end of the second episode, she essentially said she's hunting Kenobi down for Darth Vader.
Right. But is there some personal reason or that she has such a big vendetta or
no,
because she wants to have favor?
And she said something in the first episode alluding to like, essentially it's personal.
Yeah.
So,
okay. So maybe we'll find out more.
Yeah. Maybe there's more to be revealed there with her and Kenobi, but I took it towards the end of the second episode as she's been tasked by the great Lord Vader to hunt down his arch nemesis. And that's like a big, huge honor. And I need to deliver for Darth Vader. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's just kind of how I viewed that.
Got it.
But, and you pointed out how with the rooftop scene in the city, he does the force to keep Leia from smashing into the ground. And instantly the laser blasts stop.
Yeah, like all of a sudden, no one's shooting at him anymore. Yeah. No one's pursuing him. Like he has all the time in the world to, utilize the force.
It's interesting you caught on to that. I didn't notice that until you pointed it out.
Yeah.
And I think it's probably one of those things like not many people notice, but it's such an easy thing to do. Mm-hmm. Like just have the sounds of the laser blast. Mm-hmm. You don't even have to throw in some CG of like the glow of the blast hitting around him.
Sure.
Just have a couple,
Yeah. Like they're still trying to shoot at him, but maybe he's like crouched down on the roof or something and they can't, But maybe the reason they didn't is it's to imply like he's so into the force that everything's kind of blocked out. Like he has to concentrate that hard because it's been so long since he's used the force. And also, again, like, I don't understand why people don't use their powers in these situations. Like, why doesn't he use the force against the people who are shooting at him? Just saying.
I mean, when he's in the holding cell and Flea, there's another quibble. Flea is horrible. He should not be acting in anything.
We'll get there. Hang on. When
you're in the holding cell, he literally he threw the smoke bomb down or the gas, put on his mask.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you just force choke these people?
It was a spice bomb.
Spice bomb.
Yeah. Remember? Because spice is like the drug that street seller handed him, that vial.
That girl was played by Ewan McGregor's daughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fun.
But, Flea is bad.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
He gets cast, and God bless him, he gets cast just because he looks like a dirtball. He looks like a guy who would take $150 to go hunt down a Jedi Master.
Yeah, but I definitely think like that takes me out of it. Every time I see him, I'm like, oh, there's Flea.
Yeah.
It's not like I believe him as said bad guy character, And I don't know.
Anytime, it's like, it's Star Wars. You don't need Flea in there. Look, maybe Flea's a huge Star Wars fan and he knows somebody and, he got a slot.
Yeah.
But anytime I see stunt casting like that, I think of that one actor or the 5 actors who read for that role.
Yeah.
Who have been waiting tables.
Yeah.
Busting their ass with acting coaches and.
Yeah. Who tries so hard to get a part.
Got a call back and they went with Flea.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
I don't know. Stunt casting.
I know.
It didn't make any sense.
I feel like all of these, are full of people,
There's always like some celebrity cameos now.
Yes.
Mandalorian, I think it was season 1. You remember the scene? It was like the speeder bike stormtroopers.
Yeah.
They were like hanging out outside the outskirts of the city.
Yes. They're chatting kind of.
Yeah. One was played by Jason Sudeikis.
Yeah.
And the other one was played by another celebrity. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Aaron something, but.
Yep.
So they always do these like.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing now, the cameos. Yeah.
I think it's because like all these celebrities want to be part of Star Wars.
Yeah, well, maybe that was Flea. So.
Yeah, that's my guess. But look, overall, I think Obi-Wan Kenobi's good. I say that with some pause because I thought Boba Fett after 2 episodes was good. and then it just kind of shit the bed. But I think there's a little bit more at stake with the Obi-Wan Kenobi, because that's like a main character from Star Wars. You got to make sure you get that right. Not that they were phoning in the Boba Fett. I think they just maybe thought they could take some liberties and try some new things, and it didn't quite work out.
I don't know. I think they just think Star Wars fans will just eat any of this up, so we can do whatever.
I'll bet you that's about 40% of it.
Yeah. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Which we do. We watch them all, people.
do you like Obi-Wan Kenobi?
I do so far. Yeah, I'll stick it out. Yep. I'll see where it goes. But yeah, coming off of Boba Fett, this one better be better.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
Quick clip from Obi-Wan Kenobi. Here he is in the desert. He gets confronted by another Jedi who's kind of hiding.
You must leave. You'll draw too much attention.
But I have nowhere to go. They're hunting me. You have to help me.
You want my help? Take this. Walk into the middle of the desert and bury it in the ground. Stay hidden. Live a normal life.
What about the people that need us? What about the fight?
The fight is done. We lost.
What happened to you? You were once a great Jedi.
The time of the Jedi is over. Go back to the town. Let it go.
Also, that clip, real quick, he told him to, like, go hide. And at the end, he's like, go back to town. Like, what do you want him to do? Hide or go back to town?
Yeah.
Living in the desert's messing with his brain. All right, should we move on?
Yep.
Okay. To Hacks. We've talked about this show before in a previous episode, season 1. Now we're on to season 2.
Yep.
Deborah and I can't think of the character's name. The redhead gal, the main gal. Do you have her name? Anyway, they go on a road trip. She's trying out the new material in small clubs around the country. They got an RV and they're tooling around town, so to speak.
Sorry, I'm still trying to look up her name. I'm like, why can't I think of her name?
I can't think of her name either.
Oh my gosh.
That's all right.
I'm looking it up. Sorry. Why? I'm like blanking. Ava. Thank you. Ava.
Right. Ava.
Yes.
But Hacks season 2, I think it's delivering just as good, if not better, as the first season so far.
Yeah, it is very interesting mix of characters and kind of all the stuff they bring to it. And they're kind of like this strange dysfunctional family in an RV this season.
Yeah. And so, I like how they're kind of, they're kind of showing some plot lines involving her manager, the CEO of her company, Marcus.
Yeah.
You know, that whole storyline where he broke up with the water guy and now he's like, hits rock bottom, goes clubbing to, quell some of the pain. But it's just a good show. It's like, it just moves good. It's scripted well. There's some funny in there. There's some tender in there.
There's some serious stuff in there too, So I think they have a good balance of, they kind of bring you into those serious, tender moments, and then they lighten it with some levity and humor. So I love it. I think it's great. They know kind of just when to do that before you're, crying on your couch. So
yeah, and they don't go for like the rote type of move. Like I played a clip here, kind of leading into what I'm talking about. This is towards the end of the second episode of this new season where Ava had revealed to Deborah that she spilled all this beans in an email to this TV show that's producing a reality show about like horrible bosses or whatever. And she told her, and now seemingly everything's good between them. And she gets in the car before they kind of hit the road.
I promise I'm going to be better, Deborah.
Whatever you need to do.
Okay, great. Oh, thank you.
Well, I think you should take it.
Oh.
Phone's ringing.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey there. So, I regret to inform you that Deborah is suing you for violating your NDA.
Wait, what? You're suing me?
Oh, I can't discuss details of the case.
Is this real?
Yes. Thick document. Real big.
What? Haven't you ever been in litigation before? That'll be a good learning experience for you. Expensive one, too.
And so they're not going for the kind of rote thing where they travel in separate vehicles and can't be around each other because she's suing them. They're still kind of forced together, even though Deborah is suing Ava.
And Ava kind of betrayed her a bit.
Yeah.
So
now she's trying to make penance and maybe hopefully get that lawsuit dropped.
Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting, good, funny time.
Yeah, but Hack season 2, I think, is I think it's maybe a little better than season 1.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I will point out one negative that you kind of shared was the whole Kayla, Jimmy's assistant kind of storyline.
Yes,
like that's kind of played out for you.
Well, it's just like, what are we doing with this storyline?
Yeah.
Jimmy's the manager of the Ava and Deborah, and he's got this annoying assistant. She happens to be the daughter of the owner of the company.
Yep. Not qualified.
No.
Terrible at her job.
For like, a cup of coffee, he had a new assistant who was great, but then he had to take her back because the boss convinced him he's the boss. And, they did this thing where she made some drink for him and cut her finger.
Pina colada in the blender.
Yeah, and so he's like helping him wrap it up, and they have this tender moment kind of. He's sharing how he was a big fuck up as a assistant.
Yeah.
And I just don't care. I don't think there's anything there that's interesting.
I think they're trying to like have him be a mentor for her and have her maybe develop herself and better herself. I don't know.
I just don't think it's worth the viewer's time.
Sure.
I think the Marcus plot is good because it kind of ties into Deborah.
Sure.
I don't think Jimmy and I don't even know her name.
Kayla.
I don't think that relationship, what's going to happen there, is connected to anything that we care about as far as the main plot. It just seems like it's
like kind of a side show.
I was just going to say a sideshow that maybe they're trying to work into like some spin-off or something. Not really. I don't think that's actually the case, but I just don't think there's anything. It's a waste of time.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're doing with it.
Anytime the Jimmy and Kayla shit comes on, I'm like, I'm going to go to the bathroom.
It's a good break time for you.
If this was 1988 without pausing,
I'm
going to go to the bathroom with that.
Okay, funny.
Because I know I could probably get at least 2 minutes to squeeze one out.
What?
Pee-pee,
No.
pee-pee.
Okay.
Go pee-pee.
Oh my God.
Anyway. So yeah, other than that, I think Hacks is great. Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I was almost like going ecstatic for how much I love the show. That is definitely kind of a downer for me.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, I think it's great.
Yeah.
Hacks season 2. Go check it out, kids.
Not kids. Not for kids.
No, it's not for kids. I think that'll do it. Any other thoughts on either of those shows, Jody?
Nope. I look forward to watching them both in a few moments.
That's going to do it for us on this Married with Channels podcast. Make sure you give us a good review, subscribe to the program, because that helps us out. Shit, just download the episodes. That helps us out.
Share, tell your friends.
Yeah. Until next time, I'm the husband. My name is Moose.
I'm Jody.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.